If you're looking to improve your aim, then make sure to check out Control Freak and use the code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off all the products. Link in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the changes that came in today's massive Black Ops 4 update for PS4. There was also an update for Xbox, and then later today there will be another one for PC. Now this is going to be kind of going through some of the stuff. I'm not going to go through everything because there is a ton of stuff and it would take forever to go through, specifically stuff like zombies fixes and stuff like that. If you want to see the in-depth stuff specifically for zombies, make sure you check out the link in the description below. With that said, I'm going to do my best to try to get through some of the bigger stuff on here, some of the bigger changes, talk about how they changed, is it good, bad, you know, give my own personal opinion on it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, drop a like on the video, super appreciated, incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to stay up to date in the future with new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 news info, updates, and more, then make sure you guys are subscribed and have those notifications on. Join Team Rayz today. But let's go ahead and jump into this. We'll start off with the initial post from Treyarch detailing what they were planning, what was their thought process in this update. So this is from Treyarch. Today's title update is another big one, and we're celebrating the long holiday weekend with our first quad feed in Black Ops 4. Starting 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, all players get double XP in multiplayer and zombies, 2x tier boost, and double merits and double Nebulum plasma on all platforms through Monday, November 26th. Nuketown arrives on Xbox One and PC. Join the chaos in the dedicated Nuketown featured playlist this week, featuring 6v6 TDM, kill confirmed, domination, and hardpoint in Nuketown. Also live on Xbox One and PC, zombies invade Nuketown Island in Blackout for a limited time, and Blackjack Shop opens in the black market. Let's talk about those big updates. We've fixed several MP-specific crashes, increased the delivery speed of care packages, updated several modes and challenges, enabled Mastercraft camos instantly on signature weapons, updated the visibility of clan tags and kill counters, adjusted the cost of several score streak based on current performance to ensure players are getting the most bang for their buck, and more. Remember to visit the score streak selection menu to adjust your equipped score streak accordingly after downloading today's update. Which, by the way, this update is taking forever for me to download, and I've got like, I don't want to say I've got like insane internet speed, but I've got pretty decent internet speed, and it's taken me about 2 hours to download this game, Jesus Christ. And then I gotta wait through that freaking copying phase of PS4, which is just horrible, horrible. But let's continue on. We've also added TDM 100 as our latest featured playlist on all platforms, bumping up the score limit to TDM to 100 by popular demand. Hardcore Mercenary Mosh Pit, and Gun Game round out the featured category for the week. Jump into this week's featured playlist today and get those wins. For our zombies players, we're delivering 70 plus crash fixes and gameplay improvements today, making the stability pass even bigger than last week's major update. See below for the full list, including fixes for crashes and bugs across all 4 maps, UI improvements, and more. As we continue to identify and address more specific zombies gameplay scenarios that could cause the game to crash, our primary focus is now on taking care of the remaining stability issues in high round play. We have bolstered our ability to research and investigate these issues and have several fixes in the works that will be rolled out in the near future. In Blackout, we've addressed issues with screen jittering when moving and changing attachments or healing, and made the Bowie knife now available in equipment stashes as random drops for killing zombies, and a randomized item spawn in zombies themed locations on PS4 and other platforms to follow. Finally, our PC update is coming later today, including its own set of unique changes in addition to the ones listed below. In this update, we've decided to roll back the SMG balance changes from last week's update that did not translate as well to the PC meta. So let's talk about these changes, and this is specifically patch notes for Xbox One and PC. This is like small changes here for your Xbox and PC if you are playing. They added Nuketown into the rotation, and they also have a featured playlist for that guy, and in Blackout they have zombies spawning in now in Nuketown Island, and they are enabling the Blackjack Shop in the black market. So if you are PC or Xbox, this is what you can expect from today's update, the major overhaul. As for what's coming to every single platform in this update, so all platforms for multiplayer, they've added Nuketown to the multiplayer playlist, so you can actually play regular multiplayer and it will pop up eventually on there. I don't know how I feel about it. I felt like Nuketown was a total sweat fest when it first came out, so I'm a little bit kind of weary of it, but we'll see. I do have a lot of fun on Nuketown, but it felt like it was super sweaty when it first came out. Like, geez, that playlist was so sweaty. But anyways, with that said, they updated clan tag and kill counter prestige rewards to use an LED display for higher visibility on weapons, and I'm happy with that. So now basically, if you prestige your weapons and you're getting those kill counters and you're getting your clan tags, it'll be easier to see them on your weapon, which is always a good thing. Players can now equip Mastercraft camos on their signature weapons as soon as they acquire the signature weapon. So essentially what they're saying is, like, for instance, I think I got that new, like, unicorn, like, I forgot what it was. I think it was a GKS SMG that you get in the black market for, you know, I think it was tier 105 or something like that. If you unlock that guy, now you can instantly use the Mastercraft camo on it, and I believe it, I don't know if you still have to do the challenges. I will let you guys know about that in the comment section and description below, but I think you might still have to do the challenges. I think now you're just able to instantly apply it as opposed to having to get that signature camo done and then get the Mastercraft one unlocked. So I think it's just, you unlock it and then you just have to unlock the challenges on it to actually get the camo. So there we go. That's a pretty big change as well. As for playlist updates, I have TDM 100, which was featured, which is basically team deathmatch with a score limit of 100. Mercenary Mosh Pit added to the featured playlist. Hardcore Mercenary Mosh Pit added to the featured category. And then Gun Game will remain as well in that featured section. Endurance Cast Mosh Pit remains as well on the PS4. So that one I still haven't tried. And honestly, I kind of don't want to. I feel like those games are going to be super long, man. In terms of stability, they had a ton of different changes going on here, basically addressing crashes that happen with the reactor core, with Firebreak, with Nomad, when you're freezing water with the Icebreaker or an Icebreaker, when you're piloting a Hellstorm, when you're selecting specialists in the specialist draft, when you're picking up players' weapons, when you're transporting a helicopter, if your transport helicopter was destroyed while delivering care package. So essentially, a myriad of different problems have been addressed and fixed. So the next thing is going to be the score streak section, and this is actually a pretty big change. They actually ended up changing what the score is to unlock these guys in-game. From some of them got increased, some of them reduced. Honestly, some of these make no sense, so I'll tell you guys as we're going through them. But we have to start off with the care package, which did get quite a few changes to it. So with the care package, they adjusted the delivery chopper entry and exit point on all maps to reduce delivery time. So essentially, your care package is going to be coming in a little bit faster, which is pretty cool. They increased the entry and exit speeds for the delivery chopper. So it's going to be, the helicopter itself is coming in faster. They reduced how often high-end score streaks can be received in care packages. So now you're less likely to get a really good score streak out of your care package, which I kind of am bummed about, honestly, a little bit. All right, so reduce the amount of roll on the smoke marker to ensure that at the end position is more accurate representation of where the care package will drop. So essentially, you're going to make it easier or more accurate. So when you toss down your little flare or whatever, that's where it's going to drop, not so much where it might drop. So I'm happy they adjusted that. As for the score adjustment, this is pretty big. Let's go through them. The dart has been reduced from 500 to 450, and it's 350 with the ComSec device. RCXD was increased from 450 to 500. This one, I kind of don't understand. The RCXD, every time I use it personally, it gets shot down before it actually kills anyone. Like, people shoot at it so quick and destroy it so easily. And it makes it so now it's like, you gotta get that little bit of extra to try to get it. And I find it dumb. I honestly find it super dumb. So 500 default, 400 with ComSec device. As for the lightning strike, it's been reduced from 900 to 850. And this is 600 now with the ComSec device. That's a big change. Jeez, 250 off if you're using the ComSec device. As for the lightning strike, I've never really felt like in any Call of Duty it was that great, so I understand them lowering it down a little bit to make it a little easier to get. As for the Hellstorm, they actually increased it from 850 to 950. God damn, that's actually a pretty big increase. Most of them have been like drops in 50 or increases in 50. This one got a full 100. Jeez, and I used the Hellstorm a lot, so I'm a little bummed out. Maybe they felt like it was getting too spammy in the game, but I honestly don't feel like it's that spammy. But you know, they've got the numbers and they're the ones seeing it. So it's 750 with ComSec device. The Sniper's Nest reduced from 1100 to 1050. Some change of 50. I don't really see how that's too big of a change. Honestly, all of these are not too big of a change. Some of them feel like more because maybe you already have a hard time getting them. But Sniper Nest, I find like it's a pretty annoying one, and it's 850 with the ComSec device, so also a drop of 200 if you're using that ComSec device. I might have to start using the ComSec device. Jeez. For Mantis, they actually increased it to 1100 by default, and it's 900 with the ComSec device. With the Thresher, they went from 1250 to 1200, and it's 950 with the ComSec. And with the Attack Chopper, they also increased it from 1200 to 1300 with 1000 if you're using the ComSec device, which is now 300 drop off in there. So ComSec device is doing some goddamn work. As for the score itself that you receive from the score streak for kills, it's actually been dropped from 25 to 10. That one I don't get. I mean, it's already hard enough to get some of the higher end score streaks. Now you are getting even less reward for using those to try to get other score streaks. It just feels like it's making it so every single score streak has to be a gun kill. And it's just, I don't know, man. I find it kind of dumb. I hope they change it back. Treyarch, change it back. Please, for the love of God. All right, so as for the rest of stuff, they had some game mode specific changes done to resolve some issues and stuff for hardcore, hardpoint, search, and destroy, and then also for the CWL custom games. So if you want to see what those are up about, check out the description down below. Chances are, majority of you guys don't really care about that. As for specialists, it looks like Serif's Tac Deploy will now only allow 1 respawn per use in free-for-all. So they're not going to be able to keep respawning in an area specific that you like. Kind of sucks. I kind of like using it for that, to capture and hold out a specific point of a map that I really like, but it looks like you'll only be able to do it 1 time, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It looks like they adjusted some challenges and made them a little bit harder. For Atomic Drop, if you die to your own reactor core, that doesn't count. I guess people were manipulating that. For Spotter, kills in free-for-all will no longer track towards this challenge. Air Cover resolved an issue where progress was not awarded in hardpoint, so there we go. Hopefully that's good to go. And then Miscellaneous, manually destroying the Tac Deploy now gives score, which I am totally happy with, because I always destroy those things whenever I see them because they're super annoying. As for weapon changes, we got weapon balances. This is for multiplayer only. It says the burst hack rifles have been adjusted slightly to better define their role as ranged power position weapons. With these weapon changes in place, weapon balance on console is where we want it to be at for the first month of changes, and we'll load the meta to stabilize before making additional balance passes. So it looks like we're not going to see any more bigger changes for the weapon balancing, at least for a month, or I should say maybe even for just this month. So I don't think that we're going to see any major changes for the weapon balancing for a little bit longer after that. But what they did change in this pass through was the tactical rifles, and for the Swordfish, they actually reduced the upward recoil to make it more accurate. So now if you're using the Swordfish from a distance, it's going to have a little bit less kick, which I think is a good thing. And then the ABR 223 also has a slightly reduced upward recoil, and they extended its 4-hit kill range from 25 meters to 32 meters. Essentially what they're trying to do, they're just trying to make it so these tactical rifles are used more as tactical rifles from a distance, so you're not really pushed or forced to run in and be more, you know, in their face, close quarter combat. So I see it as a good change because I'm usually able to outrun people who are trying to kill me from a distance. So I really don't feel like it's that big of a change. And if it makes those 2 weapons a little bit easier to handle for people who aren't that great with them, then I say cool. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comment section below. The last bit of info was specific crashes and fixes for the zombies map. So they had stability fixes. They also had specific changes for Blood of the Dead Classified, Voyage of Despair, and 9. And then they also had some overall gameplay challenges or changes done for Global and then Blood of the Dead. If you want to see all of those, check them out in the description below. It's huge. Like, believe me, they've been fixing so many problems in zombies. It's actually kind of crazy that it's the biggest section of every single update that we've gotten. It's kind of sad, but also kind of good. So there we go. As for Blackout, specific changes, they resolved an issue of the screen jittering. They already mentioned this, and they also mentioned that they added the Bowie knife into the equipment stashes as random drops from zombies, and just in general, they spawned in zombies location. So there's all of that. There's also PC specific stuff that they did here for the weapon balancing and stuff. If you play on PC, I'll quickly give you guys this info. If not, then you don't have to worry about this. But for the Spitfire, for submachine guns, they actually, I think, are removing what they did before. So they reduced the damage within 9 meter range, restored previous ADS movement. For the Cordite, they reduced damage within the 3 meter range, and they restored previous ADS move speed. MXI, they reduced the damage from its 6 meter range. And for the GKS, they reduced damage within 3 meter range. And all of them had their previous ADS move speed change as well. For gameplay, it looks like they had quite a bit of stuff fixed for crashes and stability stuff, and it looks like it's pretty much just that. They're just fixing a whole bunch of issues for the rest of the update here for PC. But anyways, with that said, guys, that is all of the info that we got here for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, for all the big changes, all the little stuff that maybe you missed. It looks like the biggest thing coming out of this was just weapon balancing and bug fixes, and then the quad feed is going to be coming starting tomorrow, which is the big one. You know, I'm going to be grinding. Your boy is going to be grinding, trying to get as many of those tiers as I can, and then I don't know if I'm going to Prestige, man. I kind of want to, but I'm also going for my Dark Matter grind, and I don't know if it's going to be necessarily that easy to get done if I'm Prestiging. So we'll definitely see. I might do it. I might actually do it. So let me know if I should in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video. It's super appreciated, incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more videos like these, then obviously make sure you guys are subscribed and have those notifications on so you don't miss a single upload here on the channel. Last but not least, if you guys want to talk about anything, Twitter, best place to talk. I'm constantly talking over there, so if you want to talk about anything or see what I'm up to, go ahead and check me out. Link down in the description below, and I'll also have links to my Gaming a Second channel as well. Last but not least, if you want to support the channel directly, you guys can do so by checking out my channel memberships. You get access to early content, exclusive videos, and special badges that show up in all the live streams and in the comment sections of all my videos. So I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. I'm out. Peace.
Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Supply drop inbound. Further collapse expected. Travel to indicated safe zone. Sit rep. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Be advised. Further collapse expected. Relocate to safe zone. Circle collapse imminent. Get to safety. Net call. Major instability detected. Safe zone evac orders are in effect.